Hello, friends. This is Dave Hurwitz, executive editor at ClassicsToday.com, here with what I take to be the last in the Vox/Naxos reissues of Maurice Abravanel's Grieg orchestral music. This particular volume contains the piano concerto in A minor with Johannesen, pianist, and let's see, the old Norwegian melody with variations, which is just a delightful piece. No one pays any attention to it. And the overture in autumn, the two lyric pieces from Opus 68. Now, this is one of the good ones. Most of them were pretty good, actually. There was only one of them, which you can check the videos, that I thought was sort of less than interesting. But here's the bottom line. I do not understand why Naxos is releasing all these things as individual discs at full price. These were Vox boxes. They were inexpensive. Was 2, 3, 4 discs, budget priced. I understand they're remastered. They're nicely repackaged. It's a decent product. It really is. But, are these competitive with the best that's out there now? When Abravanel did all this Grieg stuff, a lot of this music was as good as unknown. I mean, there weren't many versions of it, and these are good. They're really good. The piano concerto with Johannesen has, or Johannesen, actually, it's American. I don't know anymore. I don't know how to pronounce things at all anymore. Since I've started doing these videos, my pronunciation has even gone more to hell than it already was. You should all know that. But I don't care, so it doesn't matter. This is a lovely old schoolish interpretation of the Grieg piano concerto. Recently there's a tendency among younger pianists and people like, maybe sort of taking a cue from Michelangelo or someone like that, to play the thing like Stravinsky. That is emotionally rather cool, but very, very punchy, especially in the finale. When the rhythm is very staccato and pushy, and I love it. I mean, it works wonderfully that way. It really does. Not the way I sang it, but the way they play it, it can be fine. But back in the day when this was just the innocent, sweet, romantic concerto we all grew up with and loved, and this was one of the performances we all grew up with and loved, there was just this warmth and lyricism and a charm and elegance. That's the way Johannesen plays it, and it's wonderful. He does not make a meal at the very end of the finale of the big change of G natural to G sharp or whatever the hell that happens there. It goes he stays in tempo. There's no exaggeration. It's all just effortless and warm and lyrically gushing, and I really enjoyed hearing it again. It's also very, very nicely accompanied by Abravanel and the orchestra. There's all kinds of little detail of interchanges between the soloist and the instrumentalist. It's a very chamber music-y type accompaniment. It's really, really lovely. So I was quite happy to hear it again. And the old Norwegian melody with variations, my goodness, I mean, it's 20-some-odd minutes long. It's really one of Grieg's orchestral masterpieces, and nobody plays it. I can't figure. In Autumn is early. It's from 1866. There's nothing particularly autumnal about it. It's just a nice, exciting concert overture. It used to be quite popular, and seems to have vanished, gone poof, kerplooey. Nobody cares. And as usual, these are Mark Obort and Joanna Nykren's productions, the elite productions. They sound very, very good, very natural. The remastering, I think, is quite effective. It's just that it's full price. So if you're a collector and you want this, and you can't find, the Vox previous release, on the cheap, then you have no choice. You have to get it this way, or you can download it where it's less expensive, of course. But it's a fine performance. It just brings back memories. Those of you who don't know this music well, it won't bring back any memories at all. It will create some. And that, quite frankly, is just as valuable an experience, I think. I really do. I mean, the music is so lovely. And, this was just a memento of the days when, music making was basically local and not everything had been recorded 450 times. and there was plenty of room for well-made, well-played, sensitive interpretations that didn't have to be earth-shaking or perverse for the sake of perversity or different for its own sake. I mean, it was a wonderful time when they all agreed that the Grieg Piano Concerto was just marvelous. We enjoyed whatever we could get. It's really fun. It really was a different time. And this is a beautiful memento of that time. And if you don't, like I said, know this music, it will serve you well too. So keep on listening, friends. Thanks for joining me, and take care.